So today we're doing lesson 4.20, module 4, lesson 20. And I know that yesterday you took a stab or you tried out the homework without even learning the lesson. How did that go? Pretty good, right? Did you guys see that lesson 20 isn't that different from lesson 19? Could you apply the same skills to do it? Were there any differences, though, between 19 and 20? What did you notice? So just like lesson 19, your learning goal today is to be able to convert measurements in order to solve word problems. Now, are these situations opportunities to use math in real life? Do people ever have to convert measurements in real life? Yeah, what kind of situations would you need to be able to convert measurements? Talk to your table group. If we're trying to figure out how many feet are in 4 1/3 yard, before we even solve anything, we need to ask ourselves some questions. Are we converting from a smaller unit to a larger unit or from a larger unit to a smaller unit? Think about yards to feet. Is it going larger to smaller or smaller to larger? Yeah, we're doing larger to smaller, okay? And so how is that going to affect that answer? Is the answer going to be bigger or smaller than 4 1/3? Bigger, because in every single yard, how many feet are there? So if we just look at the whole number part, if I have 4 yards, how many feet do I have at least? 12, but I have even more than that, okay? So the answer is going to get bigger. Why is it good to think about these things in our head? Well, as we've talked about before, it helps us figure out if our answer is reasonable or not. Now, today one difference from lesson 19 is not only are we going to use unit conversions to help us solve it, we're going to learn how to draw tape diagrams. So label on your paper, tape diagram. Now, to draw a tape diagram, I need a piece of tape. I am going to draw 4 1/3 yards. Okay, so that's my whole piece. I'm going to divide it into 4 pieces, and then I have another third here. I'm going to label the whole thing 4 1/3 yards. Now, if I want to split this 1 yard here, right, here I have 1 yard, 1 yard, etc., and this is 1/3 of a yard. Okay? So do you agree that I've drawn 4 1/3 yards? Now, if I want to split this 1 yard up into feet, how many feet can I draw in this 1 yard? 3. So I can split that yard into 3 feet. What about this yard here? How many feet can I draw in there? 3. I can split each yard up into 3 feet, can't I? What about this 1/3 of a yard? How many feet is that? 1 foot. So if I have, now can we count up all the feet? Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 feet. So therefore, this tape diagram shows that 4 1/3 yard is the same as 13 feet. Did the answer get bigger as we expected? Yeah, it went from 4 1/3 to 13. The number sure did get bigger. Okay, so there's a tape diagram. Let's try using unit conversions now to see how we can also solve it. So over here, we'll use our method. 4 1/3 yards is equal to 4 1/3 times what? 1 yard. Good. Okay, which is equal to 4 1/3 times 1 yard is equivalent to how many feet? How many? 3 feet. Good. So we'll write 3 feet in parentheses. Remember, the things we have in parentheses are equivalent. Is 1 yard equivalent to 3 feet? Yeah. Okay, then we're good. Now, we have 4 1/3 times 3. In order to multiply fractions, can we have a mixed number? No. We always need to convert to improper fractions. So 4 1/3 is the same as what improper fraction? 13/3. So good. So I can write this as 13/3 times 3. Okay, which is the same thing as 13 times 3 over 3. Do we have any similar factors that we can divide in the numerator and denominator? Which ones are similar? 3 and 3 are both divisible by what number? 3. So I can do 3 divided by 3 is, and 3 divided by 3 is. So now my answer is 13 feet. So did we get the same answer using tape diagram and unit conversions? Very good.